The official trailer for Marvel Studios' Echo just dropped, and people are losing their minds about it because, well, now we're actually very, very excited for this. I'm gonna go through the trailer and tell you guys why I am now more personally excited for this show than I ever have been. Over the past month, we've realized Marvel Studios has seen the reactions and the reception to their recent projects and noted that things do have to sort of change. I've always been a huge Marvel fan and I've always stuck by their side, and now getting to see them transition their TV shows, their Disney Plus shows, into this more mature sort of style like the Netflix shows is mind-blowing. So let's get right into this trailer and tell you guys why I think this is so important. Starting off, this trailer is narrated by Kingpin, and this is Kingpin after the events of Hawkeye, but the tone of Kingpin is more akin to the Daredevil show that we've known in the past. We see that Wilson Fisk is essentially the father figure of Echo, and we knew this from the Hawkeye show, but it looks like it might be a central plot point because at the end of Hawkeye, she ends up shooting Wilson Fisk in the head. He loses his eye, and it looks like they're going to adapt that comic book run where he does lose his sight. The trailer is dark and gritty and makes great use of sound in the comparison between Wilson Fisk and Echo. The director of this show has come out and said, look, Echo is not a hero. In fact, she's not even an anti-hero, she's a villain. And this is really cool because we've seen tons of anti-hero stories with the MCU already, with Loki, with Moon Knight, and several others, but getting an actual villain perspective here is really cool, and maybe she will turn into a hero, but at the beginning, being a complete villain is very refreshing. And on top of that, we're getting it with a very dark, gritty, serious tone, which again, a lot of people have been asking for in the MCU. We also got news today that Blade is going to be rated R, so we're having Deadpool 3, Blade, and now Echo with a TVMA rating. Marvel is listening, Marvel's adapting, again, growing pains like I say. We see some extremely brutal moments in this trailer, not holding any punches back, no pun intended. And it looks like this show is not afraid to show blood, to show the harsh realities of street crime and everything at the ground level of the MCU. We see her mourning over her father's grave, we see a new group of mercenaries maybe going with or against Kingpin, and we don't really know her position here because in the past she has served as sort of Wilson Fisk's bodyguard slash strike team, but now with her betraying him, who knows what the story is going to be. But guess what? I'm interested. I actually care because this trailer is really good. It also looks like we're going to be getting a great background of her character, her heritage, and her culture, and that's great because it's only going to add to the story that they're trying to tell with the whole Kingpin thing. And hopefully we learn how she gets her powers because the director has said that the powers that she has in the comics are not going to be the same that she's going to have in this show. One line of text in the trailer that's getting a lot of people talking is the "no good deed goes unpunished." And the font and colors of this text obviously look like the Punisher and the other Defender logos. So who knows, maybe we'll see a Defender and or the Punisher in this show as well. We know he's returning in Daredevil. Again, I just want to point out how brutal and how down to earth and gritty this show looks. I don't think we've gotten something like this from the MCU in a while in terms of trailers at least. Because before this trailer, I can completely be transparent with you guys. I was just looking forward to the show to have something to watch. I wasn't excited for it. But now, holy crap, you know, this is only 5 episodes long and we're actually going to be able to watch this all at once. They're releasing all the episodes at the same time on January 10th. And with this trailer, I am ready for this. It also looks like there's going to be some flashbacks of black and white segments, and maybe this is going to be with her dad, with someone else. I don't know. Very cool artistic choice. We've seen black and white before in Thor: Love and Thunder, and I hope they do it better in this movie. Even though I did like the black and white sections in that movie, just wasn't a huge fan of that movie overall. Now, the elephant in the room that everybody seems to be talking about is the return of Charlie Cox as Daredevil in this show as well. Daredevil can be spotted in a quick 1-second clip from the trailer, and he's actually wearing his red and black uniform that we recognize from the Netflix show. Again, we're not 100% sure if the Netflix Daredevil show is completely canon to the MCU, and maybe this show will possibly confirm or deny that, but setting that aside, we know we're getting Kingpin, we know we're getting Daredevil, and we may be even getting Punisher in this show, and we're definitely getting all 3 of them in the Daredevil show. So it's looking like the street level Marvel shows are going to adapt and change to be the more mature sort of adult content for the MCU. We know that Disney Plus is looking to change a lot of the structures of their shows, hiring showrunners, doing things by the books, which they didn't do in the past. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. People who have seen it have said different things about it, but this trailer, I cannot lie, looks great. And lastly, at the end of the trailer, we see Wilson Fisk with the eye patch with Echo looking at him, and this whole show looks like it's going to be a battle between Echo finding herself while ditching the lessons that Wilson Fisk seemed to have taught her in her childhood. He asks her, who is the monster? Is he the monster or is she the monster that he created? It's making me happy being able to just talk about this right now, even though the show doesn't come out for another 2 months. Most importantly, I want to know what you guys thought about this trailer if you've seen it. So if you have, leave a comment down below with your thoughts. I read every single one and I most likely will respond. Lastly, we're on the road to 1,000 subs, so if you guys could hit that button to make my dreams come true, I would really appreciate it. We've got the Marvels and Loki season 2 finale coming out this week. It's a very busy week. It's a very good week to be a Marvel fan. So with that being said, I will see you all very soon.